Welcome to the sportiest stream tonight, everybody. It's nice to see you all here. Hopefully you all are doing well. We've got some Rocket League action, as always, on this stream. I'm Sporty FC. Hopefully you all are having a good night here, as again, it's only going to get a little bit better here, as we have two matches tonight, so make sure we set these matches up. I'm running in just a few minutes. Our first match comes from the Evolution Championship Series. It's going to be a 4-1 side versus a 3-2 side. Here tonight, Underworld Wolves Black return again. We've seen them in almost all of a lot of their Underworld Wolves ECS matches, so great to see them here again as they will be taking on Hydra Raijin of Hydra Boosted Esports, which we're going to be seeing a lot of because we are guaranteed to have Hydra Boosted's another team Hydra Boosted played this Friday against Team Ignition, but tonight again it is a Champ 1, Champ 2 roster, and Hydra Raijin again they're taking on Underworld Wolves Black. And before this stream started, I got some interesting information. If you're an Underworld Wolves fan, this team removing Deadrex and replacing him with Reckless, a pretty big roster move overall for Underworld Wolves, who haven't made any crazy roster moves since the very beginning of the season when they added Mari and Sammy. Obviously now replacing Deadrex, Reckless, and one of the major reasons they're doing it just for how topsy their season has been. As we know, Underworld Wolves Black, a pretty emotional team, one that struggles to be able to rebound and is really momentum heavy. I mean, this is a team that so far this season in their 5 matches have either won or lost in a sweep 4 of those 5 times. Hydra Raijin, not too dissimilar. Their last 3 weeks all wins, this team being a 4-1 record. All those wins having been in 3-0 sweeps. So Hydra boosted Raijin seeming pretty confident in this matchup. Why shouldn't they be when sweeping everyone as Underworld Wolves Black will play well? Another thing I searched up as well before I got in the series was how long it's been since we've last seen Underworld Wolves Black win on this stream. The last time was back in late February. In fact, it was last season of the Evolution Championship Series when they beat the Baiters in a 4-game series. A very impressive win. So far, a match that we've seen with the Underworld Wolves Black, they have been underdogs almost every single time. Very rarely are they never underdogs. This match they were an underdog. The match you saw before where they took on Evolve Ashta, they were underdogs as well. Even before that when they took on Vortex Genesis, I think they were underdogs. Again, this team has not been able to... it seems to be one of those teams that hasn't been able to kind of break into the top flight just yet, but that would be a great time to prove yourself, especially with a match as close as this. They are 3-2, though, for the Underworld Black, so their season's been going decently well. They've been in the middle of that league as for, again, Hydra boosted. Raijin, 4-1 record, 3 straight wins in the last 3 weeks, so looking pretty confident here tonight. As we take a look at our schedule later on, we're going to see Exile and Wall DTR and EJ return to stream, taking on Hunter's 3 AM. We've not seen a lot of those 10 Exile players in a very, very long time. And it's 10 Exile, Hunter's 3 AM of the early Splash series that will come up after our first match here. Again, Hydra, Raijin, Underworld Wolves Black. And I'm just looking to get things set up, ready to go as soon as we can here. Now, generally speaking, Underworld Wolves has a good, strong fan base, so prediction poll is live. Do you go with Underworld Wolves Black? Has returned to the stream so often, looking for their first win in over 100 days, or do you take Hydra Raijin, who are right now on a hot streak? Really is that kind of question. Hydra Raijin definitely the favorites in this matchup. I think their last 3 weeks haven't gone as they have. They're a team that very easily could be in the top of the power rankings, especially if they get one more win, especially a win like this, which is no easy win. I mean, it's not an easy team. Underworld Wolves Black are extremely difficult to take on. Again, they're in the middle of the league. They're a team that you definitely want to be able to beat if you're going to be at top team here. And Hydra Raijin going to make that argument. We are midway through the season in week 6 of 8, so after this match, there's only 2 more afterwards, so quite interesting and good to see how these teams do. As again, the addition of Reckless, I forgot to even mention he was on the Baiters when the last time that the Underworld Wolves Black beat that won on the stream, which has again been a while. Wolves Black trying to get that win here. Ico Wesky, Grim Queen, and Mario were all on Underworld. We're all also on that Underworld Wolves team when they did beat the Baiters. So obviously trying to come in with some confidence. I mean, it's going to be a tough match though. At the very least, this game 1 is going to be really telling because for Underworld Wolves Black, as I mentioned, a very momentum-based team. If they are able to win game 1, they really set themselves up for success. This is a team that, again, is one where if they start off really well, they usually end very well. If they don't start off very well, they usually struggle. And, well, we have to get to see how they're looking. Thank you for the follow, JLS. I'm going to split your stream. I know we had Tiagix as well and Nwafi for the follows. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome in, as you've come in time to see Underworld Wolves Black turn the stream again, taking on Hydra, Raijin. As for Hydra, Raijin actually coming in, it's Puffy Nicky, Janotank, PBJ Connoisseur. I know that is I don't remember exactly what player that is from Hydra. I think that is Akadel. Who is the PBJ? Yeah, it is Akadel. As another follow coming in, thank you, Little Nightmares. I'm just putting a stream. Nice to have. Again, we're gonna get the answer as well here from PJ Connoisseur, aka Akadel, what name they prefer. I went with Akadel, that's the name they have on Discord. That generally is that generally seems like the more realistic name. PBJ Connoisseur feels like a joke name, but we're gonna get an answer here from them on what name they prefer before we get into this here. As again, we still wait on Underworld Wolves Black to get their roster set up and ready. If I don't get an answer, I'm assuming it's Akadel's the name that they... But again, I'm asking them anyways. We'll get an answer hopefully soon enough. Get your votes to know who you think will take this one. And it's Hydra Raijin of Hydra Boosted Esports. Underworld Wolves Black of Underworld Wolves. Yeah, good matchup overall here. And we're just waiting on an answer. Thank you, Baltastorm, for the follow. Welcome to Spodia stream. Good luck in your match. One of the players of Hydra Raijin. I see you're not here in the lobby. By the way, if you can let me know, I haven't got a message yet from them. Is it Akadel or PBJ Connoisseur? What name does he prefer? Hopefully we'll get an answer. Nicky in chat saying he said RL. That is not the name he goes by. As Vero Uvu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Spodia stream. We got a ton of people jumping in. This one is. Again, hopefully we're gonna get an answer from on what name that is preferred there. I've seen both listed, so I went with Akadel. That was the Discord name they went with, but I gotta get an answer on that one. Who sent me a party invite? Someone's trying to send me a party invite. Bad timing. It's not during the match. Someone sent me a party invite. Someone. Oh, it's Ico. Oh boy, that's Ico. I know now. I know the username Ico's going with. There you go. Got an answer. It's PB. It goes by PB. All right then. So we're gonna change here. It's not Akadel. It is PB. So there's the joke for PBJ Connoisseur. Got it. Why not go by PB? So we're going PB for this matchup here. As Ico just sent me an invite. I thought that was one of you in chat trying to troll me. In all honesty. I am not going to say what that invite says. That is an interesting username. I have a feeling that might be why we're delayed here, is that they might be trying to change their username back to the correct one here. As yeah, it is. Okay, there comes Underworld Wolves. It's 4 players in: Sammy, Mari, Ico, and Grim. Wait on an answer and see which of those players will be sticking around with us. Sorry, which of those 4 players? We'll see which 3 of them are going to be playing here tonight for this best of 5. It'll be Ico, Grim, and Mari. So the full female lineup here from the Underworld Wolves. As here we go, we'll get things up and running here. Hydra Raijin of Hydra Boosted Esports at a 4-1 record, 3 straight sweep wins in 3 weeks. Underworld Wolves Black trying to break out of the monotony that they've had where they cannot seem to break out of mediocrity. It's going to be a huge series, and really a huge game 1, as I've said so often for Underworld Wolves. It comes down to game 1 to see how this team will perform, but it's not a great starter. Hydra Raijin bringing the pace early, and it's PB who will put this one in for Hydra. Six seconds already gone by in game 1, and a goal already through is almost a chance for a second one. A miss by Aiko Wesky on that kickoff, and unfortunately it won't go as a goal against her, but it doesn't help her team. They're stuck on defense as PB makes it 2. 2 shots from PB, 2 goals from PB as well. And this game off to an incredible start. If you're a Hydra Raijin fan, again, I mean, those 3 straight wins definitely have to be a thing to look at if you're Underworld Wolves. You know this team's coming in hot. You know this team's coming in confident. As PB looking for a 3rd one already. Offense still flying for Hydra, but 2 players whiffed on it, and they'll have to go back to defense. Grim still shoots, but we stopped by Janatank, Mari, Aiko. Looking around 1, but still trying to follow for the 2nd one. Underworld Wolves with Grim Queen. PB's whiffed on it. It's open! And in comes Flamaringo. 1 goal back for Underworld Wolves Black, and Mari herself on the back post just waiting. Catches the mistake from PB. And that's going to prove to be costly here. Can't make those kind of mistakes often. As Mari trying to find more offense here. Grim Queen keeps it going. Aiko, though, can't connect the challenge, and Mario left with no boost. Chased down the corner by Janatank. Grim, demo from Aiko Wesky. Chaos brought by the Underworld Wolves, and rarely does Chaos ever go well for a defensive-based team, but that position is the perfect use of it. Keeps away Hydra, who are trying to set up a rotation. An opening that they will take as now another clear from Grim. He's sent back by Nikki. In a tank. As what's the rank? Sorry, random viewer checking out some leagues. This is Champ 1, Champ 3, Champ 2. I can't speak. Let me try again. Champ 1, Champ 2, 3v3s. Later tonight, we're gonna have GC3 SSL gameplay. As goal goes in, Grim Queen's gonna tie this game up as PB so far has been in the middle of everything this game, whether he's liked it or not. That touch, not gonna be one of his better plays. As yeah, thank you for jumping in those squonkers. Hopefully you stick around for the whole night. We've got 2 best-of-5 matches. I'm Sporty FC, Rocket League Esports caster commentator for almost 2.5 years. I've worked in amazing events such as The Draw, such as the RLCS Top 16 team streams. I've even ran my own tournament known as the Women's Phoenix Cup, as well as Ascend Tournament Series Legends, as well as runner of the Ascend Tournament Series, as well as the Rocket League Splash Series, which we'll be seeing more of later tonight. I'm also a friendly community caster, which is what we are seeing here tonight here in the Evolution Championship Series, otherwise known as ECS, in its 2nd season. This league fields teams from Champ 1, actually from Diamond 1. They actually added the Diamond Division this season, all the way up to SSL, mid-SSL. A younger community league than most, but one that I have been involved in since its very first season as a caster commentator. Hopefully, again, you enjoy your time here, Squonkers. It's nice to have you joining us here on the sportiest stream of all, Twitch. Underworld Wolves so far have been able to make that comeback against Hydra. Raijin now looking for one more, but Aiko Wesky kind of caught off guard there. And PB, is that his hat trick? It is! PB with 3 goals, and it's a free for Hydra Raijin. Aiko Wesky pushed up high, was expecting her teammate there to throw this to the back wall, but it bounces backwards the wrong way. And Hydra Raijin once again take the lead in this game. Old Wolves, I think you're trying to see them trying to get more involvement from Aiko Weski. Not only is she the team captain, but oftentimes she's also the lead team scorer, so getting her involved in offense in any way is a huge importance to Underworld Wolves Black. But it's pretty tough to get Aiko involved because oftentimes she's also quite a defensive player, so while she, I think, has the best shooting on this team, she is not their most aggressive player. That's usually Grim Queen, who's the one to push up first. Right now you're seeing in this game a lot of rotations here as Ari stopped moving. We'll see what happened with her over there, but maybe control disconnect, maybe internet issues. Doesn't help Underworld Wolves Black here. We unfortunately just have to continue in this game, but Mari there with a momentary pause. She is back, but oh, she's already overcommitted. And it's going to be Puffy Nikki who will score this one, taking a 2-goal lead for Hydra Raijin. As PB finds Puffy Nikki. PB has been involved in every goal so far this game. As a 2-goal lead for Hydra Raijin there. A huge lead that they were able to get the start of this game, did not hold on to it. Now later on they have done so. As once again, Mari stopped moving. I worry if this is an internet issue on the side of Underworld Wolves Black. They do have Sammy as their sub in the back line, but they really don't want to have to worry about that right now as Grim Queen will score again. She's got 2 of the 3 goals for UW Wolves. Will be 1 goal away from eyeing this up. Underworld Wolves Black definitely bringing a good fight into this game. Again, it's a relatively emotional based side, so the fact that they're battling back this quickly and actually showing some really good fortitude is definitely something to look at, but their defense has not been all that great this game. A whiff from Mario, not even a whiff, just Mario just didn't even go for it, and it Janotake makes her pay. A beautiful shot to the top of the net. And Hydra Raijin have once again taken the 2-goal lead. Underworld Wolves Black. And for all the good stuff they have been able to do on that transition, Grim Queen specifically playing a very efficient role. That defense has failed them as another one goes in. Again for Nikki. Hydra Raijin in full advantage of the relatively easy panic playstyle that the Underworld Wolves Black have had issues with in the past. Unfortunately, it's going to be more of an issue here. This game won with 9 goals combined. Hydra Raijin have really brought the goal scoring capabilities, 6 of those 9 goals being theirs. As Nikki looking for one more, finds the pass to PB. Grim Queen will almost beat Janotake, but she does not get enough on it, and it'll be Hydra Raijin on the ball again. Oh, but Mari takes us away. Off the sidewall. Bumped was Nikki. Mari's still going after Nikki. Now she'll look for Grim Queen. That top off the back wall. In comes Mari. No shot on. Puffy Nikki not able to get to it. And Grim Queen will have her hat trick. 4 seconds to go. I think it's not enough time here for Underworld Wolves Black, but credit to Grim Queen in this game. Really stepping up on offense. So often she's known to be aggressive, but her goal scoring capabilities have definitely not been her strong suit in most matches. As this game will see its end, a high-scoring battle, but Hydra Raijin will be in the lead. Nearly 13 minutes just for that game. We will go into game number 2, as we actually are getting a call for a lobby reset when the players not happy with the lobby ping, so we're gonna get them a new lobby here as we get things back up and running. Game number 2, the pressure on these teams only mounting in front of Underworld Wolves Black, as I've said, a relatively emotional side when it comes to these kind of losses. Overall, they're a team that has issues keeping their cool, but admittedly, that issue has been able to be mediated more recently in history. We've seen them do better recently, being able to respond to teams, not letting their emotions get the best of them. We will go into game number 2. Both these teams already back in. go right into game number 2 here. Again, apologies on that. Slightly longer delay than usual here. Hydra Raijin, though, but a great offense in the game 1. All they need to do is do it again. And that's the thing about Underworld Wolves Black. This is a team that doesn't also generally make too many adjustments, but their playstyle is one that they're feeling confident. They're very tough to stop. One of the issues with this team playing against them is that they don't let up that much anymore. As I said, back in the day, they used to be a whole lot more emotional. It meant that when they were feeling good, they usually got wins against basically anybody, but they had losses. It was bad, but well, this season, they have been swept and have won in sweeps a lot. They have done better at being able to respond to teams. We've seen them on this stream do a lot better in responding to teams where they aren't able to get off to the best start they want to. And RC in game 2, Grim Queen putting some offense early. Mari looking for goal. That one's going to bounce awkwardly, but EB will be there. And Hydra Raijin going upfield again as Aiko Weski. Off the back wall, Puffy Nikki. Able to get the touch to keep it in for Hydra, but still Underworld Wolves. Grim Queen again on an early challenge. And as long as Grim Queen and really the whole Underworld Wolves team is willing to challenge that early, they're going to be in a really good position catching Hydra Raijin, jumping for plays that they don't actually have the beat in. And Hydra Raijin have been so comfortable in being able to just go for things. The ability to challenge will help them, but what a bump. That's going to open up the nets. And once again, PB has scored. It was Jano Tank to take the offense and to remove Grim Queen from the challenge. And it's 1-0 up for Hydra Raijin. Hello, Jay. How you doing in chat? Hopefully your day's been going well. I have not had you on stream recently, Jay. Hopefully all's been well for you. Again, hopefully we get to see Team Not Bound on the stream at some point. How's your season been going in RLSS? Right now we got a best of 5 series. Hydra Raijin taking on Underworld Wolves Black in the Evolution Championship Series. Underworld Wolves have proven recently they have been good at being able to respond to pressure, but how good as that shot from Grim Queen needed to go in a wide open net. Underworld Wolves, I mean that is the Grim Queen who has been an incredibly strong shooter this series. And we're seeing a lot less goals so far as, again, we're going to see a more defensive battle. And I don't think that's surprising. We had 10 goals in game 1, but probably not going to get nearly that many here as Jano Tank will make it 2-0 for Hydra. Little bounce off the corner, and Mario immediately went for the back wall. A bad touch. She didn't read the play carefully. That one is going to leave that net open as will be another one put in here as mention the Jorgo cast with Corporal, of course. I love Corporal Monkey Shines, great friend of mine. If you guys don't know who he is, by the way, he's a caster like me who's actually works for the exact same org. We're both partnered casters with 135 Esports, the org that Jay also plays for. And an org we're actually going to be seeing one of their teams in 3 a.m. later tonight. What is the board? 135 Esports. X35 Esports on Twitter/X. Monkey Shines, CPL Monkey Shines on Twitter/X. Is Underworld Wolves gonna shut me up? They don't want me to do an ad read here. Amari will put one back in, and Underworld Wolves Black. A little awkward touch there from Aiko actually stops Grim Queen's shot in the first place, but again, the panic that they make, the ability for them to collapse on that play, it's a risky option, but the benefit of having Mari in the backfield is that she's a pretty smart player. Usually very good at knowing when to challenge and does help her team, but what doesn't help them is the fact that Hydra Raijin is still beating their defense. Buffy Nikki shoots this right over Grim Queen as a bad kickoff from Mari. And Hydra Raijin, I mean, they're just taking full advantage of a defense from Underworld Wolves Black that is more reactive than proactive at times, and whenever it is reactive, they have issues, but Aiko does send this one back, so Underworld Wolves Black not out of the running, and here comes the goal-scoring streaks at this point. There's a reason our first game took like 13 minutes. As Hydra Raijin kind of continued to show that their offense just a lot stronger right now. A lot of it is simply put that Underworld Wolves Black are playing reactive here, and specifically it's Aiko and Mari who generally seem to play reactive, and well, that playstyle works against teams that aren't that effective. Hydra Raijin's proving they're not only effective, they're fast at it too, as here's a chance for 4. It will be cleared by Mari. But Puffy Nikki keeps it going. PV already up for it, but no infield pass, and Underworld Wolves will go for the clear. Grim Queen kept out by Puffy Nikki. Aiko now, beat by Genotank. As Geno again, Grim Queen will block, but it's off the corner. PB across the goal. Puffy Nikki could not drop it under the bar. We've seen Hydra Raijin go up by 2 before. It's not a good place to be, and eventually they will take it. It's a goal for PB. His second of this game as Genotank pumping out Grim Queen, the second touch too. Hydra Raijin again proving they just have a little bit more on offense. Underworld Wolves Black. Still trying to read this here. Nikki stopped by Grim Queen, but at this point for Underworld Wolves Black, they've got to get that ball out of defense. Time is running low here. 60 seconds and counting. Mari looking to get it started with an infield pinch. Does find Aiko Wesky, and that shot's into the top right corner. Underworld Wolves Blacks have a little bit left in them here, and it's Mari who finds Aiko. And Aiko with a perfect shot to the top right corner. Underworld Wolves Black. Only 1 goal away from tying things, but and no one going on the kickoff there. Must have been a planned fake from Underworld Wolves. Aiko will collect this one. Now Grim Queen follows up, off to the back wall. Underworld Wolves, Aiko can't get the challenge in on time. Hydra Raijin will clear as Nikki. Oh, he's got the net there, but Grim Queen is waiting for it. Genotank in midfield. Aiko dunked by PV. 30 seconds now, and Genotank will shoot again. That one's in, and it's another one for Hydra. As Underworld Wolves Black caught panicking on that goal line. Simply put, they just don't know when the Hydra's going to shoot. They're pre-jumping, they're panicking. It leaves the net open for chances. Hydra Raijin have been very good at scoring on them. Underworld Wolves Black have had a performance where their defense has just been outplayed. Hydra Raijin, a fully capable team of picking up that pace as well. Grim Queen does get the block. Underworld Wolves Black is looking for 1 more goal here in game number 2 as Aiko looking in midfield. It's open there, but it'll be kept away. Hydra Raijin letting this one hit the ground, and that's game 2 for them. 1 away from their 4th straight sweep this season. We move into game number 3 as Underworld Wolves Black. Looks like they might be bringing in Sammy. That's their sub. He's been on this roster since the very beginning of the season, but he generally doesn't start for this roster all that often. But now this series is gone, it's no surprise that they are going to look to get a replacement here. Just try to change something out. Hydra Raijin only 1 game away from taking this series. Underworld Wolves Black need to make a reverse sweep, and again, as I mentioned, it's been over 100 days since they have last won on this stream. In fact, so far this season, and all the matches we've seen of them, the only match we've seen of Underworld Wolves Black this season have been their 2 losses. This could be number 3 for them here as we go right into game number 3. Underworld Wolves Black looking to prevent the sweep. Hydra Raijin have been playing solid offense since the very beginning of this match, and that looks to just continue as Genotank. Early shot saved by Sammy, and again, being that sub, Sammy, interesting player style. He's a lot more, he like Mari, is a pretty midfield-based player, but he's not nearly as positional. Oftentimes, he actually plays to allow Aiko and Grim to play even more upfield, so it's a little bit more aggressive at times. And Sammy's playing on Underworld Wolves Black. Allows Aiko more room to work with. Fortunately for Sammy, again, his role so far this season has oftentimes been in these kind of desperate situations where they aren't able to really get their foothold in a series. Overall, again, now that his team is 2-0 down in the series, he is put on a tough position here, but Hydra Raijin, I mean, they still got to win a game, and you all know that is no easy thing to do, especially when you have played the way you have, like Hydra Raijin. It's been an offensive-heavy style, but have to see if things can, if how things will change here if Hydra Raijin does change anything. Like, more likely it's going to be Underworld Wolves who will make adjustments as Sammy trying to get the early shot on nets. It will be kept away by Janatank as Sammy again looking for offense. This one will roll away in the midfield. Puffy Nikki whiffs on this completely, but Hydra Raijin, no major panic here as Janatank. Aiko can't seem to control this one as PB blocked by Aiko Wesky. Out to the corner. Aiko still on it as Grim Queen's whiffed. Sammy on! And it will go in! Underworld Wolves Black have not given up on this series. And it's Aiko Wesky to find Sammy, and just a great shot as well. He keeps it high and it forces Puppy Nikki to jump middle of the goal. Just not enough on it to keep it out. One goal already finding its way in. Underworld Wolves in the lead, and Hydra Raijin gonna find something to answer with. A team like theirs who have been so good on offense, making it a little bit more difficult this time against a team that is playing a lot more aggressively, a lot more in their face. Underworld Wolves giving a lot less space here to Hydra Raijin. Hydra Raijin's not gonna get that same success on offense. And Underworld Wolves making their changes, but you know, as change comes for them, Hydra Raijin's gonna need to make some adjustments too. 2 goals for Underworld Wolves here in Game 3 as Grim Queen will find the back wall, and well, now this lead is extended for Underworld Wolves. They'll look to extend it even more as this game goes onward. Hydra Raijin has seen very little action on offense, a stark contrast to what we saw in Games 1 and 2. Simply put, this more aggressive playstyle has worked for Underworld Wolves. You know, Hydra Raijin, if they can get some chances on net, they're going to make them work as Puffy Nikki, Grim Queen, not the touch she was looking for, and Aiko Wesky has to keep this one away. Can't get the dribble far, but EV shot will not see the target. Hydra Raijin again have to play defense. The thing about defense that's going to suck for them is, oh, Grim Queen has just been lights out on shooting. That wasn't, I was going to mention it's been that they have so little time remaining, but Grim Queen has definitely made that a much tougher prospect here for Hydra, as she'll put in another one for Underworld Wolves. This Game 3 has kind of gone off the rails at this point. Underworld Wolves Black have definitely controlled the midfield. It feels like the first time in the series any of these teams have been able to do that. Hydra Raijin really just putting themselves in a very comfortable position. All they're trying to do here is keep themselves in a good place to sit as Janatank. Come in here from Hydra Raijin as we're going to see a little headlock. Puffy Nikki and Grim Queen. And I'm going to, I think, hold out on this rule 1. Now our match has become a 2v2 as Janatank 50'd off of Sammy. PV jumped in aggressively there. That net's open. If the shot can come, Aiko Wesky hits this one high, but up is Sammy. Aiko again turns on this. That net's there, but no shot on. Sammy will take it though. An aggressive push for Underworld Wolves Black, but it pays off perfectly. Goals falling through. What a turnaround here in Game 3 for Underworld Wolves. The kind of performance that they have been needing. And again, as I said, this team, as the season has gone by, have been better and better at doing this, at answering when they are down in a matchup. This is the kind of confidence we need to see from Underworld Wolves Black. As Hydra Raijin just trying to find any sort of space to work with. Puffy Nikki. Grim Queen will clear this one away. Janatank. Awkward touch. Aiko will be on top of this one. Nikki on the block. Dunked on Sammy. Grim Queen not able to get very far as Hydra Raijin still pushing. Sammy now. One touch, looking for another touch. 2 have committed from Hydra, but Underworld Wolves are just wasting out time at this point. Gonna keep this confidence fresh going into game number 4 as Hydra haven't even scored yet. Their offense hasn't seen much work either as a playing field kept away easily by Grim Queen. Again, simply put, Hydra Raijin have been kept out. It feels like the first time that Underworld Wolves have controlled the series, or really any team has controlled this series in any aspect. As Hydra still unable. A big difference to what we saw earlier. Underworld Wolves Black took over Game 3. And the start of a reverse sweep is here. We'll just have to see if they can continue it. Hydra again shut down. Look at this from PB. 88 points that game. Only 19 ball touches. Guy who was almost certainly the most active player for Hydra in those first 2 games. Completely silent this time around. But it's because we haven't seen offense from Hydra Raijin. Only 4 shot compared to the 6 of Underworld Wolves Black, but look at that pressure as well. That field domination, 55-45. Ball possession, 58-42. All in favor of Underworld Wolves Black. Again, they look like a confident team. Just need to make sure that confidence continues now that we are at the point where they are feeling a little bit better. Hydra Raijin will not be making this 4 sweeps in 4 straight weeks. They can still win the series though, and Underworld Wolves Black know that if they want to see any chance of taking this match, they've got to play very, very well here in Game 4, but not after a great start. Sammy nearly gave that shot away to Puffy Nikki. What we're seeing already here, Underworld Wolves. Again, trying to create space, again, trying to play that aggression. Oh, it's a windfall! That's a huge mistake, Aiko Weski. Had a relatively routine block, but that's one she'll want back. A whiff on a long clear from PB. And Hydra Raijin gifted goal 1 here on Utopia Coliseum. That's a deadly mistake. Hydra Raijin will score, and Underworld Wolves Black now need to answer. They gotta do it quickly too, you have to think. How this team has been feeling this series. Grim Queen looking for Aiko. Stop that one. Stop PB. Will clear it out. Sammy challenges anyways, but nobody back. That net's open. Aiko will return, but Hydra Raijin opening up spaces. Sammy will get that clear. Nikki. Ceiling pinch will make sure that ball is in Hydra Raijin's territory. Territorial possession, but only 1 goal up. Underworld Wolves Black fighting viciously to get right back to offense. And they have, on average, been able to score, I think, 3 goals a game, but that's not the kind of start you want. Another mistake from Aiko Weski. This time a much tougher play to make, but still one nonetheless you would expect her to be able to catch on, as that flick completely left in front of that and an easy goal for Puffy Nikki. Hydra Raijin with another goal, courtesy of an Underworld Wolves Black mistake. Is now Underworld Wolves Black off the kick. Oh, that's perfect. Aiko Weski's going to put one back. We're back to our high-scoring affair here, and what we've seen for a lot of this match has been high-scoring matchups. Hydra Raijin's offense has usually been a little better when it comes down to just comparing the offenses broadly. But Underworld Wolves Black, only 1 goal away now. Aiko trying to pull her team back, and a great infield pass will be kept away, but what we're seeing already, Underworld Wolves Black not afraid to once again push up, which they can't be afraid to push up. We saw that was what worked in Game 3. Now they gotta do it here! Aiko, what a shot! We're not even more than 100 seconds into this game, and it's 4 goals combined. Aiko Weski with 2. And Underworld Wolves Black have no intentions of leaving this match. Hydra, though, looking to play upfield. PB. Aiko Weski keeps this one away. Janotank. Aiko whiffs on it. That net's open, but Janotank couldn't put it on. And Hydra Raijin pushing again, but Puffy Nikki can't reach to it. Janotank. 50. PB. Not there. Does save it with his own post. Stretching outwards to get to that save. Hydra Raijin holding on, but their offense again being shifted away. Grim Queen, stat 1, saved by Jano as he flies across the goal line. Buffy Nikki now. Preventing the shot from Iko Weski. Grim Queen, not able to read this one. PB, off the back wall. Jano Sammy a little bit faster and a little bit better as that net's wide open. Iko will be waiting to save as Buffy Nikki's shot does come through, and follow-up demo as well. Hydra Raijin getting in the face of Underworld Wolves Black. This tells you just how much they want to see the series end here, and just how much that momentum has shifted against the Hydra Raijin. They are throwing a lot at that net. That lead is a huge deal for them, especially in a game like this. As a pass, PB not able to answer. As an open play, Iko has it, saved by PB. Underworld Wolves Black still going. Sammy couldn't shoot though, as Buffy Nikki will block. Iko, Grim Queen. Oh, Iko fell on top of that one, dunking her own teammate. Hydra Raijin, great first touch from PB. Sammy not able to read it. Nikki in the middle of the nets. Hydra Raijin in the final 90 seconds. One whiff from Sammy. Buffy Nikki sends this one home. Hydra Raijin, one goal up as time nearing to the end of Game 4. Underworld Wolves Black still pushing, but time is not their friend at this point. Iko just trying to prevent the shot, but doesn't get it that far away. It's up the sidewall instead, and it does open up the space for Hydra Raijin to have taken another goal there, but they won't connect on it. Now in the midfield, Jano early challenge. Grim Queen will get the save away, but Hydra Raijin still looking quite comfortable here and quite confident as Underworld Wolves. Iko Weski looking for a clear. Any play upfield. PB, that's a big clear, and Sammy's nowhere to be seen. They sent everyone upfield for Underworld Wolves Black. It did not work. Hydra Raijin found the shot, and PB made no mistake of putting it in. Hydra Raijin still finding the goal when they need to. Underworld Wolves Black now need to find an incredible amount of pressure to just get that comeback. Not only do they need to just send players upfield, but they have so little time, they've got to score on the chances they do have that they do have in front of them. It is if they're even going to get chances. Sammy trying to start the play here. Iko not able to get a touch of it, but Sammy keeps going. It be cleared back by PB. Iko, first touch. We'll get around PB, but Buffy Nikki clears. Grim Queen sent down the field for Sammy to chase after, but Hydra Raijin keep that ball away. Iko Weski, that touch won't go far. Hydra Raijin another challenge, but that goes backwards. But time will run out, and a 2-goal lead. No chance to come back for Underworld Wolves Black. Hydra Raijin will take the series in 4 games. It's a 3-1 win again. Maybe not, another sweep, but it's 4 straight wins this season. Hydra Raijin playing very, very good Rocket League and very, very good offensive Rocket League. We will go again as we will take a look at our schedule just before we go to our next series here. It obviously, if I go to the right screen, that is. Obviously, it will be 10 Exile Herx 3 AM as we have already kind of alluded to. Be a pretty good best of 5, but again, what a win here for Hydra Raijin. As a 3-1 win, unfortunately for Underworld Wolves Black, their streak still of losing on the stream will have to continue just for a little bit longer here. Again, Hydra. Again, we're gonna get an interview here with Hydra Raijin. Should be the quick one here as well. Join in with them again. Our match coming after this will be an Exile 100x 3 a.m. And we're going to be seeing a ton of players to stream that we have not seen in a very long time. Now again, just waiting on Hydra. Should be able to get a person in for an interview. In our incredible night of matches, we only have one more after this, so looks like we'll be getting PB to join us here for this one. So while we wait on PB to join, let me just show you guys that. Let me just let you guys know that again. Shouts to all the leagues that have supported us. Shouts to all of you, by the way, who have been sticking around. Again, stick around for that next match afterwards. Should be a great matchup. As there you go, we got someone joining us here. Joining us is PB. Welcome in, PB. Congratulations on your win, a 3-1 victory over Underworld Wolves Black, and one I'm sure you guys are happy with. It's 4 straight wins this season. You guys have played so confidently so far.
Thank you.
Joining us here as well is Nick. Hello, Nikki. Hopefully you've been doing well. I mean, coming in against the Underworld Wolves, it has been so impressive. As no, Nick, wait, Nick's not here. We'll wait a little bit. As his mic died. Okay, we'll wait on. Hopefully we'll get Nick to join back in soon enough here. We got a ton of people in. Janotank's also here. Hello, Janotank. Well, we'll shift this to you, Janotank, then. With that win again, this team didn't start off the season amazingly. It was a 1-1 record, 2 Game 5s in a row, but afterwards, you know, you guys again have had 4 straight weeks. How are you guys feeling? I mean, the confidence must be booming for you guys. The fact that you've been able to kind of turn things around midway through the season.
Yeah, I mean, we're feeling pretty good. We're obviously playing pretty well, but we're still, you know, working with our coach and working with ourselves to try to get even better, because there's still a lot of season ahead and there's a lot of really good teams still that we got to take down.
Seems like well, thank you for the answer, by the way. There, PB is. I think, but maybe Janotank's mic's not on. I think both Janotank and Nikki.
I'm here.
Oh, Janotank is here. Well, then you just had your question stolen from me. Here, I'll get you another one here as we keep this one going.
My bad.
It's all right. Don't worry. You're not even
PB.
close to the first person who's done that. Here, PB is. Hello, Janotank as well. Again, a 3-1 win. I mentioned it. You know, as we mentioned again, midway through the season, you guys have turned things around. What happened in the midway for that season? What was it that changed this team? Because all of a sudden, you're now one of the front runners in the Mannfield League, whereas at the beginning of the season, I felt like you guys may not have even had all that great of a run in the first place.
At the beginning of the season, we still kind of getting our team chem down. We're starting to get better. I mean, obviously, there's still quite a bit of stuff to work on. Working with our coaches and captain, trying to get better as a team unit. And we're looking forward to the oncoming games, hoping to keep the trainer rolling.
You guys have said again to keep things rolling, to keep things going the way you guys like. Is again, PB had an excellent performance. It did have a bit of a rough time in Game 3, but overall, it was really the battle of the offenses. I mean, Underworld Wolves Black brought everything to your nets, and it felt like you guys had to do a lot to keep them out. You know, what was kind of going for your the minds of this team as a whole, knowing that you're going against a team that had an offense that was capable of keeping up with yours?
It was really just making sure that we focused on trying to keep that good defensive structure going and make sure that we try not to double commit on saves and just kind of work together as a team to try to handle the pressure and get those clears when we need them.
Is that again, this team? My God, there's Nikki. Nikki's got his mic working now. Welcome in as well, Nikki. Is again, we were waiting for you a little bit, but I feel like I should ask this kind of last question to you. You know, with your team doing so well, with the playoffs well inside, and with you guys being a team that could 100% really lead things. You got 2 more weeks to go. Evolve, Asta, and All Day as your final opponents. So, you know, those are some teams that you're definitely going to want to beat. Both those teams, Evolve, Asta specifically, have had incredibly successful seasons so far. So, kind of, what are you guys going to do to kind of end off this regular season well, and really, more rather, prepare for the playoffs, because playoffs are a lot tougher.
Oh.
Nikki's really thinking about this one. Nikki, if you don't have an answer, Nikki, that's perfectly fine.
Nick, you want me to answer?
No, I got it. Could you repeat the question though? You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
s- so again, with your final 2 matches of the season coming by, and with you guys already well and truly on your way to qualify as a pretty high seed into that playoff bracket, what are you guys going to do to kind of prepare for that playoff bracket? Are you even preparing for the playoffs at this point? Because as you guys know, the playoffs are a very, very tough place to be.
When are the playoffs?
It's in 3 weeks. It
Oh,
starts in 3 weeks, so.
um,
I see Nikki isn't even preparing for the playoffs. He's just taking this week by week. Hey, I don't blame you. It's a perfectly
yeah,
fair way to do
yeah.
things. It's actually, I hear that often, the answer so often from teams that they don't think about the playoffs until they get there. And obviously, you guys as a team are doing that as well. Congratulations on your win over Underworld Wolves Black, a 3-1 victory. Before you guys go, we are gonna get some shoutouts here. So let's start with Nikki. Do you have any shoutouts you want to say? Anything you want to mention at all? As actually, before you do that, thank you Leopard for the raid of 2. Thank you so much, man. Shoutouts to you. As there you go, Nikki. The time is yours now.
Um, if you want to like, you know what I'm saying, see your boy Nick play, you could like tune into my Twitch, which is not Puffy Nick. That's it.
Go guys. Go support Nikki on Twitch as we'll move on now to Jenna Tank. Is there anything you want to say, Jenna Tank? Any shoutouts you have?
Shout out Team Raijin. That's just us. Our coach Senseful,
Oh, shit.
and our captain Kyle. And other than that, that's it.
Boo.
Right, well, I won't ask. I won't ask about what happened there. But we'll move on here to PB. Is there anything you want to say, PB, to kind of round out this interview before we have to move to our next series?
No, just like Janice said, shout out to our team, to our coach Kyle, and also to Balto, our
Boo.
sub, who was on standby in case one of us weren't playing so good, or if one of us was having connection issues. You didn't see him play, but definitely a really important position to have.
Shoutouts to all of you. Thank you so much for joining here. Hydra Raijin of Hydra Boost Esports. Congratulations on your win, a 3-1 victory over Underworld Wolves Black. Have an amazing rest of the night. Hopefully, we'll get to see you very, very soon as your incredible run in the ECS continues.
Wait, I have one question
Thank you.
though.
Thank
Yeah, what
you.
up? Yeah, what is it, Nikki?
Um, are you gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna stream our next games? You know what I'm saying?
Depends if you book me.
Fuck you. Does that cost money?
Nope,
Oh,
not at all. It
yeah.
just depends if I'm available or not, because a lot of people book me. So you can go thank Aiko for that. Aiko booked me for this. So, but it depends if you book me. That's how it works.
Wait,
If
I
you book
go.
me,
She
yes.
booked you for a suite?
For this match specifically, yes.
Yeah, for a suite.
What do you mean for a suite?
Well, never mind.
No,
But
no. You mean
yeah,
like an hour time slot? Yes, but it just depends. You have to book again to book me. Just DM me. Just DM me. I'm pretty active.
yeah, I'll DM you. Hey, nice meeting you though.
Hey, no problem. No problem as well. Have an amazing rest of your night, Nikki. And again, congratulations on your victory.
Mm-hmm.
And joining us there was Puffy Nikki, a very nice guy, as well as Janet Tank and B. So congratulations to all of them on their wins. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we are going to have an Exile next 3 a.m. So give us a few minutes. We'll be back soon. Hello and welcome back to the sportiest stream. Hopefully everybody has been doing well. Sorry about that somewhat prolonged break, but we are back here and we've got the Rocket League Splash Series Season 6 on this stream. But as we take a look at our schedule, again, we've gotten to see a lot of action here as our next match will be 10 Exile 100x 3 AM, but another great best of 5 plan to start in just a moment, but it'll be a very fun series overall. Please just make sure we get these teams in this lobby in the first place. As again, we're just looking to get things sorted out here. As our next match is 10 Exile 100x 3 AM for the Tsunami Cup. We've seen 100x 3 AM in week 1. They swept Affinity Gamma. Since then, actually, 10 Exile I've also swept them, but now as now they're 1-1. Actually, we're gonna recognize them. Wall, EG, and DTR have all been on this stream before. The last time I can remember Wall being on the stream was a 1v1 match when he played against Lights. Before then, it was on Road to Glory when he was teammates with EJ. Since then, I think they've been on Dream Station together. Now, obviously, they're on 10 Exile. Another player that we've seen, DTR, I don't think we've seen him in a while. I don't think we've seen him play on the stream in a very long time. The last time I can remember him on the stream was probably Team Ignition. All the way back when they were dominating the Premier Series. Obviously, apparently I might be wrong on that, so give me a quick moment as I see if I can search things up and see maybe what tournament they would have been in here. Actually, I do remember, we did have them, actually, really recently. We actually had them even more recently than that. We had them in the qualifiers for Lepid's Paradise Crew Battles tournament. Oh my goodness, I just remembered that as well. Yeah, we had them for the Paradise Crew Battles tournament. They were on our stream once for that. It's all coming back to me. Here, yes, they were on the Paradise Esports Crew Battles tournament. Fun time that was for us. Again, they were in, I think, day 1 of the qualifiers on the stream on What About Me then, since then. Again, that was actually Wall, EJ, and Volk. That was the old version of this roster. Since then, Volk has been removed, and it has been DTR that has replaced him. So yes, we have seen them. Did see them then, so yes, we have seen them more recently. That Paradise Esports Crew Battles event was not that long ago. And since then, though, they have obviously been picked up by 10 Exile. Yay. Very, very fun time to get to see how they will do here. Again, that was about a month ago, Paradise Esports. But was in fact the qualifiers. Let me get when that match was. It was April 19th or April 20th. Again, not that long ago, about 2 months ago was when we last saw them. Obviously, though, we have not seen DTR in a while since I think his time on Team Ignition when he was teammates with Wall. Since then, he's often been the sub for the teams that Wall has been on, although, again, we haven't seen them enough times to really get to that, but again, we have seen Wall and EJ. They've been teammates for a little while at this point. Again, we saw them on Road to Glory in the past when they were teammates, so, and we've gotten to see them here as well. As Wall himself has also been a coach. We've also seen him recently as a coach back in the day for Team Ignition as well, when obviously he was not on their main roster. We've seen a lot of Wall. He's a return player, but again, Hook's on the other side. The ATS Legends Cup 2, sponsored by Team Silence, champions. It's a little Puffy Nick in chat is, again, Crypto, Noki, Stitch still on that team, but they have actually made a change as well. They kicked out Souls, replaced him with Nawafi. Souls, who was, again, one of the more impressive players that I've seen. Again, as well recently, again, being replaced as well. So, a huge change of lineups for both these teams. As see them both in action here as quickly. I'm going to make sure we get them both in this lobby. Again, Onyx 3 AM versus Exile. Been a while since we've last seen these teams here. Hello, Crypto in chat. Yes, I am not mentioning you. As again, we're just looking to get them in this lobby. Again, apologies on the delays here as we do wait for them. As ready to go? It's up for you to decide, maybe. We're talking to a lot of people on the org that I'm also on. As thank you for the follow, Juan J. Cruz. Welcome to your stream. Thank you so much for the follows. This is our last matches. What's my rank? Like Champ 2, Champ 3. I'm not that good. They're getting the call that these teams are just about ready to get things underway. As again, yeah, Nick, I'm not very good at Rocket League. I may have a good mind here, that's why I'm a caster. I'm not the best at playing, though. I'm pretty terrible. I blame the fact that I have so little hours. I do not have a lot of hours in this game anymore with actually playing it. Most of my hours are from spectating, as we do have these teams both in here. So, 2 teams with 2 new rosters. We get to see how they both play tonight, as we're going to get into this best of 5 very, very shortly. Again, our Rocket League Splash Series Season 6 here, and sponsored by Gamers on TV, Invincible Entertainment, Latin 7 Gaming, Eddie Scarf Gang, Person Resale, and Claim to Fame. I think what's even crazier about this is that actually the people that we haven't seen in the longest time actually is 10 Exile. We have not seen that org on the stream in a very, very long time. Last time we have was back when that team was Serve, Colat, Bezio, and Ghosty. So that's how old that team is. Back when the Skyward series was still around. Then we have not seen them yet, but they're back here with a roster of players that been on this stream before. In Exile taking on 100x 3 AM, a pretty scary matchup for both these teams. 10 Exile just trying to improve as this season goes on. The other side, it's 100x 3 AM, who are one of the scariest teams coming into this Tsunami Cup and look to stay that way as we go through into this season. Wall, EJ, DTR, Crypto, Nawafi, and Noki. A best of 5 in the Rocket League Splash Series. XJM are currently undefeated. 2 straight weeks of winning. Exile, though, a pretty tough opponent, but overall one that I think XJM are a favorite to take on and beat. And we've seen Wall before. This guy has been on some incredible rosters. I mean, I can remember Team Ignition back in the day, back when he was tearing it up in the Blackline Championship Series, but under XJM are a much scarier side than some of those Premier Series teams, and Exile are going to have a tough time keeping up. As again, Nawafi's edition, replacing Souls. Well, he may not have been the MVP for that tournament. That was, I believe, Noki who was MVP for that tournament. XJM still very, very scary, and again, Nawafi's addition, obviously, for a team as successful as they are, to make a change like that, obviously they've seen something in Nawafi that will help them, and right now, a lot of it's just pacing. XJM playing very, very fast. As Noki not able to really beat that back wall, but let's leave it down for Crypto, and 3 AM once again doing well to put themselves on offense. Crypto. Wall trying to keep this one at back. Again, a player who's been on so many rosters in the past. Wall has somewhat been a player that has bounced around on orgs. Ever since on Team Ignition, which was the first time we ever got to see him on the stream, he has been on, obviously he's on 10 Exile, but he's been on Dream Station. He's been on teams that haven't been on Orgs. He's been on Rosetta in the past as well. But he's been all over the place, it feels like, for different teams in various different positions. A versatile player, though, Wall. He's defensive by nature, but really a player that can really provide consistency, a backbone. And that kind of a player is so important. World 10 Exile, a team full of support players, in my opinion. Many of these players aren't going to be the ones that kind of lead the series. A lot of them are going to be the ones that try to lead each other to victory. That's kind of where the issue of 10 Exile comes into with this roster, though, is that if they don't have a player that's willing to take over, really lead this team, it can be difficult. Overall, if someone can click, they'll be in a good position. Unfortunately, though, they're dealing with a lot of pressure. And actually, I am stealing their boost as while DTR and EJ will still have a little bit. Exile just not finding all that much space to work with here is Noki. That one cleared away, but DTR won't be able to find the net, but and Exile putting some early pressure on. By the way, for anybody in chat asks what rank this is GC free SSL. Low SSL, I should remind you though. Yeah, the Rocket League Splash Series actually has a high SSL league known as the Cyclone Division. We'll be seeing action from there actually tomorrow on the stream, 6 p.m. Eastern, as the newest version of the Egoist roster that we have seen twice already on the stream in their last 2 weeks. Taking on a team we have not seen yet this season, a team that we have seen before on the stream, Affinity Aurora. Again, if you want to see high SSL action that is close to that Bubble Pro level, teams that you could be seeing in that, competing for the top 64 ranks in Rocket League in the RLCS as the best teams in North America, then definitely would want to be here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. For now, though, 3 a.m. still playing a very high-paced offense, and they're just finding openings. Nawafi has taken it here, and I'm not going to bring too much region-specific stuff into this match. Nawafi is Middle Eastern-based. He is Saudi Arabian, so... and if you know anything about Saudi Arabia as a country, all of the players in that country are exceptionally fast. The fastest players in Rocket League are all from the Middle East, and the vast majority of them are from Saudi Arabia. And again, it just helps us for the team really pick up the pace. You thought maybe this team back when it had Noki and Souls was scary. You bring in a player like Nawafi, who really picks this team and makes them even faster, and you've got an even scarier side to deal with. The thing about Noki and Souls overall as players, Souls generally likes to slow things down. Nawafi wants to speed things up. And again, for 3 a.m., obviously, that's the reason why they've added him to this roster. It's just for the fact of how fast he wants to play this game. 3 a.m. obviously feeling the same way as he has, and right now, they are very, very scary to go up against. The pace at which they're getting these plays off is incredible. It's the kind of stuff you see at the Cyclone Cup. That kind of pacing. And yet, again, we're still a division below that, although 3 a.m. are definitely trying to make a case for themselves this season that they can be in the Cyclone Cup next division. It's such a tough division to qualify in, but Affinity Aurora this season is a Tsunami Cup winner. 3 a.m. They're the team that's looking to try to win the Tsunami Cup this season, and definitely one of the favorites to do so. Now they're playing. Exile are going to have a very, very, very long time in this matchup, just trying to keep up with them. 3 a.m. have just been consistent. Simply put, for 10 Exile, if they want to be able to play the way they are trying to, gonna have to be able to shut down Extra AM's pacing. Because, I mean, just look at how fast they are right now. Noki will challenge. Crypto waiting back, but Nawafi bumped out of the way as Wall will look for the clear. 10 Exile keep this one away as they still have not been able to score yet. At 3 a.m. have scored 5 times this game. While none of the goals have really been all that pretty, it doesn't have to be when you're playing the way that 3 a.m. are. They're just playing efficient Rocket League at this point. They're looking for the best goals in the world, just looking for the goals that will give them a huge lead, really send 10 Exile back. Once again, this 10 Exile team is definitely a dark horse candidate to do well this season. They have the keys for success. As I said, the major issue they've had with this roster is that all of them are support players. You don't really have that player that can lead this roster, so to speak. There's one to do it. You would think it could be EJ. So far, though, and Exile just have not been the faster team as Crypto. The reset will keep DTR back. Mafia and Noki both in the same position there, but they will be able to follow each up, and that should be goal 6. EJ will block, as this one's still in front to an Exile. He'll send it out, but another shot on from Noki. That one has net, but it's off the post. I'm still searching. Nawafi dunked by EJ. Noki. We're going to keep this one going. Crypto will win the challenge. Infield, Nawafi. Oh, Noki with a pre-flip. 6 goals to 3AM here in game 1. None to 10 Exile. And I didn't think 3AM could get any scarier than what we've seen before. The addition of Nawafi for 3AM. A big change. Again, it's... what a position for them to be in. Nawafi, such a fast-paced player. And again, I mentioned here, he's got that Middle Eastern speed. Again, he does list himself as from Saudi Arabia, so... obviously, he's taken that region-specific flag to his heart. That is a very, very high-paced play style. Again, only game number 1 having finished here. .3am. My goodness. I mean, I did not think this team could get any scarier. And already this game, they have proven me otherwise. No wonder they wanted to make sure Nawafi got on this roster. For a team that is already as successful as they are. As successful as they are, having won the Legends Cup 2, sponsored by Team Silenced on this stream. X3AM have gotten even faster. And simply put, if this is the kind of fear we're going to get for the rest of the season, forget about it if you're anybody else in the Tsunami Cup. This team's going to be unbeatable. And that's not just coming from me as a 135 fan, a guy who's on this org. Simply put, this is Cyclone level dominance. They went 6-0 in game 1, and reminder, this is 10 Exile we're talking about. This is another team that I'm expected to make a pretty good run in the playoff bracket. The fact of the matter is, if X3M are just doing this to teams, how on earth do you stop them? How on earth do you even score against them? I mean, obviously, 10 Exile's got to find a way. I don't expect them to stay scoreless forever in this series, but X3M just look incredible here as Crypto trying to make this 2-0 for 3AM, but he'll be cleared back as Nawafi around the corner. EJ keeping it away. Crypto, midfield, DTR. Another big clear as 10 Exiles just trying to get rid of that ball. Nawafi's whiffed on it. A pinch with Noki. And that's going to be 3AM back upfield as Noki's going to go for net. Oh, but he has 1 on the board. Love to add a second as Nawafi a bit too slow to get to that solo play, but it doesn't matter. Infield, Noki off the crossbar. Nawafi. Oh, I think he was looking for Crypto, but the shot never came. Crypto not on the same page as his teammates. 3AM will have to look a little bit harder. Nawafi stopped by wall as he will take this one and carry it. Noki's blocked. Crypto, that pinch off the back wall. EJ's awkward, but no challenge incoming from 3AM. They're giving space here to 10 Exile. They are not willing to suffocate them here in this matchup, and while it does mean 10 Exile has a lot of boost to work with, it does also mean that their reliance on getting these clears out of defense is not going to work so easily. Already seeing a transition, a lot more dribbles as DTR doing so there. 3AM still have this one though as Noki flip reset. Wall keeping him out as Nawafi. DTR. Still DTR, Nawafi again. Next 3AM challenging as early as they can at this point, but 10 Exile have been able to break through, and 3AM not nearly as successful on offense. As Nawafi flip reset, working for one more, but could not get the bump to land, and 3AM sitting back here as that play in field not connected by wall would have been a great chance to score for 10 Exile. No one from 3AM was challenging them, but now they will as, oh dear, an own goal. Crypto's going to be given credit, but this second goal for 3AM, it bounces off of Wall's front bumper. Unfortunate for him, he did not rotate back post as he probably should have, but you don't blame him for trying to rotate quickly. And 3 a.m. Now 8 goals straight in this series. Noki looking for number 9, but while we'll be waiting, now an infield pass. Nawafi slides it past DTR. 9 straight for our next 3 a.m. And my goodness, this new side, this new version of 3 a.m. This is unprecedented. Even in the Tsunami Cup, we've seen dominant teams before. Last season, we got to see Affinity Reborn completely run through the regular season, looking like an undefeated team, and yet they haven't looked this good, this fast as Hunks 3am look here. It's DTR. Crypto, 50'd with EJ, DTR again. And Exile just trying to push upfield, trying to get anything to go their way. But 3am have just been incredible at just playing fast and just being so unpredictable to read. And it's not that they're... I guess it's not to say that they're unpredictable, it's just that they can do so many things so quickly that you have to read not just a few steps ahead, but a whole... It feels like 15 seconds ahead of what 3am are doing. Just look at the pacing of this team. Look at the plays they've got. This is going to be another. Noki's going to put it in. 3am. And yeah, as 6F Penguin has mentioned in chat, the social media manager for the RLSS, 3am are on a whole different level now that they've added in Nawafi. Even when they had souls, people thought they were going to win this whole thing. They've added in Nawafi. And I feel like they're trying to guarantee that they're going to win this season. As a whiff from Wall, one more for Crypto. This is going to be brutal for 10 Exile. I mean, this is the kind of match that nobody wants to be in, nobody wants to have to deal with. People have already mentioned about how 3am may very likely be our next Cyclone Cup team next season. Already feels like they're wanting to be in that Cyclone Cup right now. As DTR, blocked by Nawafi. He'll be on the dribble as he will go to that sidewall. EJ will block. Crypto, great first touch. He's got a little bit more on it, but an infield pass. Noki couldn't put that final shot in. And what I find really impressive about 3am is not just how many goals they've scored, but also the fact that they haven't given up anything to 10 Exile. So often, the teams that are playing like Hunks 3am don't generally have the best defenses. Yet their defense has been holding up well as... Oh, we'll get the save there. Now looking for the pinch out. Nawafi will be in the right position. Crypto, redirect. As a bad touch from Wall. It will be Noki, but won't be able to score. 3am. Still trying to land on top of this one as 10 Exile. Still looking for goal 1 in this series. Maybe this is their chance. DTR. Not on, but does get the bump. Nawafi dunks EJ, and another clear. Crypto. And at 3am, even in distress, they know where we are. There's a pass in front. Crypto's gonna have his hat-trick this game. Less than 30 seconds to go. On our next 3am. This is the scoreline they had last game, 6-0. They're only going here and trying to one-up themselves as they've still got time left to see if maybe they can get a blowout win. By the way, for anyone wondering, a blowout is on the stream is counted whenever a team has won a game by 7 or more goals. You don't see that happen often at the high levels. Generally, these matches tend to stay pretty close. But this might be a rare occasion where we don't see that happen. As Hunks 3am, a 6-0 lead. Doesn't even matter if they get any more goals. And they're en route to do something that we have not seen in a very, very long time. As 10 Exile trying to, again, still look for that goal. They won't get their chance. 3am will take game 2. A 6-0 game 2. And Nawafi's addition has just been a difference for 3am. I mean, you're just seeing this team elevate their pacing. I don't think I've ever seen teams at this level of, improve so quickly. But my goodness, they have. As a 6-0 game 2. Again, they're en route to do something that, again, has not happened on the stream in a very, very long time. Perfect sweep. They have not given up a goal yet, and I know that, now that I've mentioned it, it's not going to happen. Perfect sweep, though, in a best of 5 has only happened on this stream twice in history. Last time was April of 2023, over a year ago. I don't know if 3am know that, they probably don't, but you all in chat know that. You could potentially be seeing history here on this stream. And the only two perfect sweeps we've ever seen, again, we're back in 2023. They were in, I believe it was in March and April of 2023, in small leagues that had much bigger rank differences. This league, not the same as those leagues. These ranks are pretty close to each other in the Tsunami Cup. It's GC3, low SSL. As... is that... Alright then, so Noki's changed his name up here. I love to see this here as in goes 3am as another own goal for Wall. As one already in for 100x 3am. Yeah, his name is now New Jeans Lover. One goal already up as again, their scoreline so far 6-0, 6-0. As everybody's saying, KSA is Nuafi. Yeah, he's Saudi Arabian, guys. And he's playing like it as Noki's gonna get a second goal. 3am. Leading by 2. As we may end off very, very quickly here with, again, a match that may again go down in history. Again, I don't want to curse it though. I'm gonna stop talking about perfect sweeps and all of that. If you guys don't know what a perfect sweep is, I guess I'll relay it to you all here. It's whenever a team wins a series by not conceding a single goal. But again, I don't want to curse it because we've seen perfect sweeps denied very, very often in these points. Game 3 is usually the toughest for teams to win. 3am, it's probably going to be their toughest as well, as Exile have every reason to fight back. Their series still not over for them. Well, they are down by 2. A series that has not been their favor. Now 3 years, Noafi will put one in. They still have the chance to reverse sweep 100x 3am. As Exile, I'm surprised they're still looking confident in this matchup. I mean, credit to them for still playing, but this has got to be demoralizing for a team as good as they are, coming off of, again, last week's win over Affinity Gamma in a 3-0 sweep, to immediately go on and face 100x 3am and get demolished like this. Is going to be rough as an infield pass. Noki makes it 4. And you have to think 10x have started to give up in this game. And while they are not allowed to leave this match, I have a feeling they might be considering it. And I do not blame them one bit. 100x 3am. Playing so confidently right now. Really, again, with this roster having recently undergone changes, it looks like a roster that has been together for a while, and maybe they have, as that's a mistake! The net's wide open! EJ! Oh, he's taking it! I did curse it, and Exile's gonna score! Oh, it's the whiff from Nawafi! And 10 Exile! They will take one here as... Oh, that's gonna be painful for 3am. Our run for a perfect sweep will not happen here. As I did curse it, I should not have mentioned it before this game started. As I mentioned, Game 3, always the toughest for teams to win in a match like this, and 10 Exile, maybe that's a little bit of confidence back for them here as next 3am. Definitely not going to be feeling happy with the ending of that game here as... And a root for our third ever perfect sweep on the stream will continue even more. They do happen rarely for a reason though, and admittedly, 10 Exile's been playing well enough that they have gotten chances on offense, and 3am, well, I'm sure they're not going to be happy they gave up a goal. I don't think they're really all that worried in the slightest. DTR. Nawafi leaves it for Noki. Oh, but a double commit, 10 Exile, a chance to get another goal here. DTR wins the challenge. Nawafi will be there to block. 10 Exile. Trying to keep that push up and going, and honestly, with the way they're playing, we may see a second goal from them in very, very soon. They're playing like it as well. Is DTR. He'll get the clear. EJ keeps it going off the sidewall. DTR to the back. Nawafi's waiting. EJ will challenge through. 10 Exile. to keep this offense going. As I said, I feel like a second goal is not unlikely here from them with how they've been playing as Wall. Up is EJ. Noki will clear it out, and here I am with a breakaway chance. Noki open, and it's in. 5-1 now the scoreline in Game 3. 3AM still looking to get as many goals as they can at this point. The perfect sweep may not be able to happen, but of course a 3-0 sweep and one as dominant as this still very likely. Again, those last two games ended as 6-0 and 6-0 each, so in 3AM I think trying to do that same kind of performance here as well. Only 2 goals away from making another 6-goal difference. As DTR should be on, but saved by Nawafi there as 3AM, again, struggling a lot more to get out of their defensive half, and I feel like a lot of it is just them kind of relaxing. They're not really taking this as seriously anymore. I mean, when you're up by 4 goals, you have any reason to take this match that seriously. Looking for fun, they're looking for just some great things to do. 3AM, though, they're still trying to prevent goals from going in. Crypto, flip reset, stopped by DTR. As cleared back by EJ. Noki, double tap in tow, but DTR will be there waiting for it. 3AM holding the midfield, but that's a giveaway touch. DTR off the ceiling. Second to go, Nawafi won't have it, and Wall's got the redirect! 10 Exile, as I said, not unlikely to see a second goal go in. And that's exactly what Wall will do there. Beautiful final touch, gets over Noki. And 10 Exile. The opening is there. And for Wall, who has not been on the stream in such a long time, it won't be the most pleasant return for him, but he does make sure he gets a goal at the very least in this matchup. And Exile. It's another one for Wall, another open net, and our next 3AM maybe playing a little too cautious, maybe playing a little too relaxed here at this point. And Exile starting to pick up that pressure. And as this game nearing its end, again, that reverse sweep now not out of the cards, as an Exile does need to keep playing up to this level. 48 seconds to go. 3AM. Losing a little bit of control over game number 3. Only a 2-goal difference now between these teams as next 3AM. Continue to try to keep this one away. Nawafi blocked by DTR as EJ. DTR, oh, he's bumped him out! That's another one! In goes EJ! And 10 Exile from what was I believe, a 3-goal deficit at one point now. Actually, I think it was a 4-goal deficit at one point. Now only a 1-goal difference. Our next 3AM have not been able to shut things down at the end of this game. 10 Exile with some life here at the end of game 3. As well trying to get things started. DTR has the net, stopped by Nawafi. Noki will come through to keep EJ out. Then Exile need to challenge, but Crypto has them both caught. Good save here as they gotta push upfield. Crypto's gonna help them though. Wall and EJ 2v1. The flick up high. It's tied. 10 Exile have scored 4 straight. And RX3AM not out of the woods just yet in this matchup. 10 Exile from 2 straight domination games. This one though, 5-5, 10 goals scored on either side. Sorry, on both sides combined, but we're still guaranteed at least one more. As potential chance here at 0 seconds, it will not go. 3AM will let it drop, and we do have overtime here. 3AM, we're up by 4 goals at one point in this game. 5-1, that being that scoreline. Now that it's tied, they do want to get that sweep as badly as they can. And they've played so well, but they gave it up in those final seconds. What a comeback for 10 Exile. But Crypto in off the crossbar. Flip reset to end it. 100x3AM will win the series in a sweep. And for as good as 10 Exile was in this final game, it was not good enough. The offense of 3AM showed up when they needed it to. And a 3-0 sweep. X3AM, while it got a bit shaky at the end of that final game, they will not be complaining at all from that result. The addition of Nawafi, what an addition it has been. We get to get a little interview now with Hunter 3 AM, and again, the addition of Nawafi. What an addition has been as well coming into this match, and just looking like a completely improved team. We almost saw what may have been the most insane comeback on the stream in that Game 3 there, almost. The resurgence out of 10 Exile, but next 3 AM of 135 Esports. But unfortunately for them, it will end in just 3 games. If you take a look at our schedule, one last time tonight. Our first match, Hydra Raijin winning 3-1 over Underworld Wolves Black. Then 3 AM with a dominant 3-0 sweep. It did end in a close Game 3 though, but dominant anyways. It was 6-0 in Game 1, 6-0 in Game 2, and then 6-5 in Game 3 and an overtime winner. 3-0 sweep. Hugely important for 3 AM. We will be hopefully getting them to join us very, very soon here, as Nawafi had 7 saves. Yeah, I think he had 7 saves in Game 3. It was a pretty defensive Game 3 at times for 3 AM, especially by the end of that game. Had to play a lot of defense, although weren't all successful. So we will be getting them joined here. Crypto, Noki, both joining us here for a little chat afterwards. Hopefully we'll get Crypto back soon enough, but
yeah, he's getting Nawa in here.
oh, he's getting Nawafi here.
Yo, hey Sporty, can you drag Nawa? Can you
Yeah,
drag
get
Nawa?
Nawafi in here. There we go.
There we go.
Welcome in. A 3-0 sweep. The addition of Nawafi, and what an addition it has been for you all. It has been quite the performance so far. It really has been one of those things where a lot of people came in asking questions, how good was Nawafi going to be? And obviously, you guys had a lot of confidence in yourself, replacing Souls, adding Nawafi. Crypto, now that you've been able to really get that, that addition in action, you guys look incredible. A 3-0 sweep. How are you feeling now with the addition of Nawa?
Can you unmute Nawa? He's muted.
He is not server muted, my friend. Nawa has muted himself.
Does he not have permissions to talk in here, maybe?
He does, definitely. He definitely does have permissions. He is muting himself. Unless, 1 second. Let me try something else. There we go. Nawa's back.
There.
All right, there we go. We fixed it.
Okay, good.
Oh, Crypto, again, just tell me again how confident you guys are adding in Nawa, because, again, a huge change for a team that has been so successful. To make a change is quite surprising, but obviously you guys had confidence in him.
We weren't really liking the way we were playing with Souls, so we needed a bit of an upgrade, you could say. I mean, we wanted to keep it a perfect sweep, but we kind of started trolling near the end, but happens. That was the GOAT. 7 saves in 1 game. If you guys don't know, he's Mina from the Middle East, and he's the GOAT.
Thank you.
You mentioned it now from the Middle East, and we can tell that very clearly. He is exceptionally fast, and that seems to be the whole Middle East thing. Is just do things really, really fast. And yet, it seems like this whole team can keep up. Nawa, what is it like having, Crypto and Noki behind you? Maybe literally in some cases, because you seem to be a lot faster than them at times, but it seems like, you all are able to keep up that pace. What was it like getting used to this roster and being able to allow them to just play even faster? Because, simply put, this is the fastest I've seen 3AM play in my time seeing them. I've seen them so often.
Because I'm in defense all the time. They're like first and second, so I believe in them while they're attacking, like in the offense.
Again, you mentioned as well this team. Bit of space. Noki as well joining in. I'm gonna keep mentioning our Legends Cup 2 MVP and Noki. You get to carry that. You get to carry that award and that prize high for a while here. But
Yeah.
Well, again, while we keep talking about it, again, you come in, you have Nawafi, and you sweep 10 Exile, but that Game 3, you mentioned it. A little bit of trolling there from maybe from you guys. You all see that perfect sweep was not impossible. In fact, this stream has not seen one in over a year, so you guys nearly were able to break a very long streak of not seeing one, but obviously couldn't get it done. That Game 3 was very close, 10 Exile. So I felt like it kind of got back to you guys. What happened in Game 3 over there?
So when we got that early lead, I'm not gonna lie, we were just like, I feel like we just autopiloted. So we were just like trying to have fun with it, and then you're like, okay, we got to lock in. But they had momentum towards the end, even when we were like fully locked in. And then Crypto decided to peak for OT. So yeah,
That might
that's
be
what
a bet.
happened. Yeah, and then the only reason why we even won that game is because I have Rawas on defense. I have like literally Nawa the goat in my net. So I think
Yeah.
we didn't have to worry about the net, and me and Crypto was just hawking the ball down the entire time.
I love that you mentioned
Yeah.
as well, because Ross is actually a very good comparison, because Ross himself is also a very, very good defensive player.
Yeah, he's literally him. Like, he might be him.
And yeah, maybe we got Ross here on his alt account here, but
Maybe,
Again,
maybe.
well, again, I mean, some people have also mentioned again about the prospects of that Cyclone Cup. I know when you guys came into the season, you weren't placed in the Cyclone Cup. You know, Crypto, is this season really and is this match kind of your guys' statement to the RLSS tournament moderators and admins that you guys deserve to be in the Cyclone Cup?
Well, I mean, I bet we could have been in the Cyclone Club, but we'd rather stomp this league first and then, you know.
They want to do the Affinity Aurora way by winning the Tsunami Cup and then move to Cyclone, because if you don't know, Aurora won last season and now obviously they're in the Cyclone Cup. So these guys are doing the Affinity Aurora movement. So I see that's the plan you have. But as you mentioned again, you guys moving to a lot of people. That Cyclone Cup is very likely going to be your next venture as long as this team continues to do what you're doing. Obviously, though, you've got a lot more weeks to go, and I know obviously you guys, your plans are to win every single week, and you guys are expected to do pretty well. But let's not talk about that. I want to ask, are you guys going to be able to get a perfect sweep on this stream in the regular season?
For sure.
No. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
no.
believe it.
If we don't troll and like actually like lock in for the entire 5 minutes of a game, I think we could do
Yeah,
it.
I would say that 10 Exile team is one of the best teams we will play, so that might say something.
Yeah,
As you said again,
they're
Tenex
probably
was
like
very good.
yeah, they're pretty good. So I think if we play a different team, we lock in all 5 minutes of the game, it'll be doable because they were
Yeah.
actually pretty good at the game.
Again,
And
the question
pretty
is not
decent.
if you can just get a perfect sweep, it's if you can get it on this stream.
Oh yeah, yeah.
100%. It will
Because again,
happen
reminder,
one day.
last time it's happened on the stream is April 23rd, 2023. RLSS,
Well, it's gonna happen.
this stream has not seen a perfect sweep in any of the leagues it's currently streaming, which is pretty impressive because the perfect sweeps we've seen on the stream both have come in the leagues that have since disbanded. So, and leagues that themselves had really wide divisions. So it would be very unprecedented to have a league like the RLSS have a perfect sweep. But as I've called it, now the other question is, do you think you guys are gonna get a perfect sweep in the playoffs?
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
For sure. Confident.
Well, you know that would be a first on this stream if a best of seven for a best of seven perfect sweep. We have not seen it yet on the stream. It would be a first for this stream if we were to see one. So, then you guys know about that. That might be some of your plans to get on the stream in the future and see if you can make history. But jokes aside, again, congratulations on your win, a 3-0 sweep over 10 Exile. Very impressive. I mean, you mentioned it. One of the teams I have as a dark horse candidate in this season of the Rocket League Splash Series. You guys swept them and made it look pretty consistent, even with that Game 3 having kind of fallen away from you guys. And congrats on your win. Before you guys leave, gotta get some shoutouts going. So let's start with Noki. You have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say?
Shout out to Nawa for being the GOAT. Shout out to Crypto for randomly peaking.
Yeah.
Shout out for fruit of the day. I'm doing a fruit of the day. So the fruit of the day is cherries. I fuck with cherries. And then yeah, shout out to my e-kitten. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, there you
I didn't
go.
know cherries were a fruit.
Cherries are definitely a fruit.
Bro.
Oh, wow. We're good.
Cherries are they grow on trees, I believe. So.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes, they do. There's cherry trees. Well, Crypto, I guess we'll go to you now. Is there anything you want to say? You don't need to go thank the cherry trees, but you can definitely thank people out there that have supported you.
Well, thank you, Nawa, the GOAT. Noki, of course. Thank you to Thrifty. Shout out Blake. Yeah, about it.
And let's end things off. Obviously, I have to save Nawa for last. Coming in, really proving himself in the series. He's going to be a mainstay on 3am for a while. Is there any shoutouts you have, Nawa? Anybody that you want to thank personally?
Shout out to Crypto for being the first man, the best first man, and to Noki for being the best second man, and for my brother Rush in the comments on Twitch. Shout out to him.
Well, of course. Congratulations on your win, though. A 3-0 sweep over 10 Exile, as you mentioned. A pretty scary opponent, and yet you guys took them down very, very quickly. Congrats on your win, Crypto, Noafi, and Noki. Hopefully we'll see you guys again soon, and hopefully you guys can keep your promise in getting that perfect sweep. We'll see if it happens, but for now,
Sure.
have a great night, Take care, and so we'll see you again soon. I know for sure.
100%.
100%. Thank you for the cast, Wardy.
Yep. Always you're the goat.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Have a great night. As again, it was Crypto, Nawafi, and Noki who have joined in here. A 3-0 sweep for Onyx. 3 a.m. almost. Could have been a perfect sweep. It was looking like it was going to be at a point there, but obviously it did not happen. We got a raid on here. Who's live that we can? There's a couple people. You know what? Let's go raid this. Let's go raid this. This thing here. We'll go support Sue some incredible Rocket League action, as well with a friend of mine. So let's get a raid in. Thank you all so much for joining the Sporty stream tonight. It's been a great time being with you. I was Sporty FC. Have an amazing night, everybody. Take care. We'll be live again tomorrow. As I said, Cyclone Cup match at 6 p.m. Eastern, and some high-level SSL action, and some great action to follow that as well later that night. But for now, take care. Have a great night. See you again very, very soon.